Hello, and welcome to our Mindless Monday stream. Grabbing my phone so I can keep track of all sorts of stuff. So, hello. I'm going to be starting to kind of do a few things a little bit differently. Nothing major, just little changes. As you note, if you are watching, you noticed, if nothing else, first and foremost, the camera's been moved. I've decided to start kind of adjusting the camera. I'm actually going to, for my sim streams particularly, drop the camera down a little bit, actually on the screen, so if you watch the mouse, it'll be closer to somewhere around here. So just a little bit lower, so that way you can see any banners along the top that you have otherwise been missing, because I feel like that adds to the experience. I'm also going to start trying to record any quick builds I do, or any shell challenges I do, perhaps off stream, so that way I can start trying to actually edit things through CapCut. If you know of any other free editing software that's better, feel free, but otherwise I've got CapCut and I'll use what I've got. So I can actually start posting videos on the tube of views and perhaps get some more subscribers, but also kind of showcase some of the builds that I just enjoy doing off stream. Regarding the first tree today, looking over the game on the store page, I got this as part of the Humble Bundle for the Cozy and Cute games, like, God, about a year or so ago. I've never played this game. The developers note that this can take an hour and a half to 2 hours if you speed run through it. I'm going to try not to speed run through it. I'm actually going to try and go through and read everything and enjoy it, but this is probably going to be a one and done stream, and I can't guarantee that this will be all 4 hours I normally might stream. This might be 2 hours. This might be 3. We're just going to kind of see where it goes and see, you know, how long it takes to get through this game. It is a third-person perspective, and, well, but it is a indie game. It is an adventure game. It is kind of, apparently, just a very fun game. I have no clue about its replayability, so this is new for everyone. Otherwise, beyond the moving of the camera, and hopefully within the next, I would say 2 to 3 weeks, starting to personally record speed builds. I'm hopefully going to be working with Scottish Hound to maybe figure out how to bump engagement, maybe get some, you know, more subscribers, or just in general more people here so we can chat with each other, because I love chatting with my community. Might as well actually try to chat with my community. As a direct result, let's get this game started. I have no clue the controls on this, but we're going to figure it out together. So, it does apparently have a very, very lovely soundtrack, and I am here for really nice soundtracks. That's why I love, like, Eastshade and a few others, because their soundtrack is just... It's like an orchestra, you know? And there's something to be said about that orchestral feel. I'm gonna hope for WASD controls. Looks like it is WASD.
Are you awake?
Yep.
I thought I heard you get up.
Yeah, I'm awake. Sorry, I just can't sleep.
Are you thinking about him?
Yeah, a bit. You should get back to sleep, my love. I'm fine.
No.
Let's see if there are... Yes, subtitles. Sorry. I'm a huge fan of subtitles, and because they just help.
No, it's okay. What else is on your mind?
I don't know. It seems weird, but I had one of the most vivid dreams of my life. I saw a fox on a snowy mountain, just looking confused and worried. Those eyes. I can't get those eyes out of my head.
Don't get stuck in the snow.
She was running in the windy snow, looking for something.
Do you think it has to do with With you and what's been going on?
I don't
just wanna
know.
look over the edge.
It was just a dream, Rachel. They're not meant to make sense. A lot's happened the past couple days, that's all.
Well, if you're not going to sleep anyway, you should tell me. I want to hear.
All right.
Gotta love narrative, story. So honestly, I'm just exploring trees. Like this is how I turn a 1.5 hour game into a 4-hour stream. I just go and explore every single rock, every single tree, every single everything. Just, how long were you in the starter zone? I was in there for like maybe 10 minutes. I was in there for an hour looking at everything, yeah. So, woke up over there. Think I gotta go this way. I don't know if I can go over the big log though. I can hope. Super fast! Oh, I landed on top. That is skill I didn't know I had. Woo! Yeah. Fast as fox. Running around, probably entering areas they're not supposed to be because the game only goes so far. Woo. And here I am, running through bushes. Because, like I said, this is how I turn a 1.5 hour game into like a 4-hour game, is I just like running through bushes Sometimes you gotta check out every single tree. Sometimes you don't. But I've never played this game, so Ooh, there's something down here. Looks like snow-buried picnic too. Yeah? That's someone's campsite. Leaving paw prints in the snow. That's an abandoned campsite though. I have a feeling we will find out more as we go along, but that doesn't mean I can't be curious. I am apparently thoughtless. So this is supposed to be Alaska. I have never been to Alaska. I've heard it is beautiful, however. And I do know that the creators of the game actually went to Alaska and kind of got inspiration and stuff. And why is the sun glare real? Like, when you have real sun glare off the snow. Thanks for the realistic. I'm good.
So, not far from her home, she followed that path to something unexpected.
Oh. It's a baby. But why? Well, that's sad. Things I don't want for 100. Come on. What are the controls on this? Already, not a fan. Nope. Things they don't like. Well, why is baby gone? And now I'm just supposed to leave? Those bitches gonna come back. Well, alright. Way to make me cry, game. Got it. And now I'm just supposed to friggin' leave and let those assholes, circle back to,
She couldn't stay, though. She had to find her other 2 children. So she took that path. She followed it towards something ancient. Something with answers.
Swear to God, those birds come back. When the intro of a game is like super depressing. And now it's raining. I feel bad.
The fox looked high and low, searching for any sign of her cubs. Points of light showed the way to this ancient tree. It was as if each one had a story to tell, all their own. The land was trying to tell my story, too. I felt like I was right behind her the whole time.
I do love the way that they got, like, the purples and everything. Collecting little light shards. I have no idea for what, but okay. Shouldn't be mean to the rabbits. I saw a bird. I did not see a bird. Keep thinking I see birds. Ooh, what's over there? Something neat. Oh, that's a tank. Pillar of light at this. I want to see the tank first. I'll be over to you in a sec. First tank. I don't know much about tanks, but this definitely looks post World War II. And it's like not really here. That's a very strange thing. Don't know. That's kind of neat. Alright, pillar of light, you get your way. I will stay.
Usually those kids would leave me alone, but somehow they could tell I was different.
Your first meeting.
They made fun of how far away I lived. They called my dad a sourdough. I was a blabbermouth as a kid, telling my dad stories I made up for hours. But after that show and tell, I didn't tell him much anymore. He didn't know exactly what was wrong, but his best guess was that the toys he carved weren't cool enough. He carved me a tank and tried to tell me what it was like to be in a real tank as a serviceman.
I didn't know your dad was in the military.
Yeah, in the army. The sad thing is that I'd pretty much forgotten until just now. There's so much I still don't know about him.
I'm sorry. He knows how much you love him. You're going to see him again soon and have some closure, I'm sure.
This is honestly going to be a little cathartic for me, I feel like. Because I just lost my dad, so I feel like for me it's probably going to be a little bit of a cathartic game. I don't exactly know how or why. Collect all the little boobies, all the little thingamajigs. Little memory thingamajigs. I wonder if there'd be a dig spot near the camping site though. Ooh, do I go look? I do know from reading about it. I gotta figure music. Hold on. There's gotta be a way to... No, there's just... There we go. But now that the memories are kind of, you know, existing, I wonder if there's one that's near that stuff we found, the camping supplies. I know we shouldn't go backwards, but... I do love the, like, nice little form they got on this. Babies couldn't just stay where they're supposed to stay. Yeah, I know, I shouldn't go backwards. I still feel bad. But I want to see if there's maybe a memory spot, like, way back, because there was one near that little tank thingy, so I figured I can try, maybe? See the camping equipment from here. I don't think there is, but you know what? It was worth checking. Yeah, don't see anyone around here, so... Don't think there's an here, but it was at least worth checking. So. Things I do not need, but I almost did. Knock half a seltzer to my lap. Don't need that. Because it's cold, too. Just keep running. I do like the musical score on this. They got a very good musical score on this. There we go. I'll share an affirmation while we run. The voice that tells you that you aren't good enough apparently doesn't know you at all. Here it is. Perfect. This is why we explore. Ooh, and that looks like a slide thing off in the distance to the left. We'll check that out too. I do know that this is a no comment, which is kind of nice.
As a kid, did you ever do show and tell in your class?
Yeah, I think I only did it once, when I was in the 4th grade. You know how my life was around then. I wanted to show my class what helped pass the time and distracted me, so I brought a dozen paper cranes I had made. I think I told everyone how badly I wanted to be a bird and fly, embarrassingly enough.
Don't be embarrassed. Every kid wants to fly. For me, it was another toy from my dad, a wooden boat. I remember guarding it so carefully in my hands as I walked into class. When I sat down, a group of boys immediately made fun of it. They asked which trash can I found it in, or why an ugly log was my favorite toy. When I got up, I didn't even want to tell them my dad had carved it. I said it was a joke gift my friends had given me.
Kids can be so cruel.
Some of them are. I shouldn't have let them get to me, but it did. It's amazing we bounced back at all.
That's not a true statement. There's always been a statement that I hear when I hear about kids who have gone through a bad situation, and I've heard it about myself as well. Kids are far more resilient than you give them credit for. And my only thought is, why should the kids have to be resilient because the parents can't be, or people can't
Do
just
you remember
be
what
kind?
my dad did for a living?
Wasn't he like a lumberjack?
That's one way of putting it. If wood was a canvas, then a carving knife was his paintbrush. Even after working a 50-hour week, even after his hands were more splinters than skin, he would bring home the nicest piece of Alaskan weeping cedar and make me toys.
From the
That wooden train was the first toy I can remember, and I loved it. I just knew from a young age I was going to be a lumberjack, like my father.
I'm gonna assume you didn't do that. So you did that. So many birds. see more star specks on the hill. And memory. So up the hill we go. It can also give us a better vantage point. Me, Fox, jumping up the hill. It's fun. Damn it. Missed it. Gotta go back up. Now I gotta go back up. I didn't want to have to go back up. There's also a thing down there I need to check out. Yeah, here. What's that? Broken swing set. Shiny bits. There's apparently 100 of the shiny bits, so I'm gonna keep an eye out for them. I can't promise we're gonna find all of them, but I am gonna try my best. Broken down the swing set. Like Power Wash Simulator. Oh, there's the tank. It's gonna go for a while. Was that part of my plan? Kind of. Hill. Like, I know there's a thing over there, but that is a whole school bus. Here. And 3 shiny ones. Kinda glad I went to go check out the corner. Why do you explore everything in the game, Flora? Well, let's see.
The older I got, the more I withdrew. I asked myself, why talk to anybody anyway? Why bother when I'm happy by myself? I started drawing a lot, mostly animals I saw in the woods by my home. I then imagined designing my own hideouts with things like TVs and pantries full of chips and cookies. I think that idea of leaving home and drawing blueprints started my career. I found a lot of solace in that.
I'm not surprised, but I did the same thing, you know? There's something special about having a place to call your own.
And now look at us. Well, if you count renting in an overpriced city.
It's as close as we can get for now.
Ugh, don't I feel that? Doesn't most people I know feel that? Hunting and overpriced. Where you have the goal someday from the space. When at that point, you might as well buy land and stick with it. Which, not the worst idea. At least you don't need that. Military now. Little Easter eggs everywhere. Fun stuff to go check out. Hills and mountains. No, I didn't want to. Damn it. I collected everything. A pocket. Butterflies.
My teenage years were full of sketching, angst, and trouble. I wasn't popular or unpopular. Maybe just forgettable. I guess that gave me a sense of freedom. So I hung out with crazy kids, doing crazy things, even though I mostly just watched the chaos ensue. We did it all. Put fireworks in mailboxes, hide roadkill in people's garages, break windows of the barber shop in Anchorage. My dad was furious, but he was so busy working he couldn't do much to stop me from going out.
I think being an adult means there's no one to stop you making hard decisions. He had to make a living, and he couldn't be in two places at once.
Yeah, I realize that now. But at the time, I was sure he was more interested in growing his business than what was going on with me.
I feel like a lot of kids feel like that. Shines back. There's a few up here too that I have to. Yeah. Find butterflies plus a 2 jump. No idea what it means about the butterflies. Maybe jump through them? Something I can think of. I'm not butterflies. Like, I don't understand, but okay. I'll figure it out. Somehow. Ah, there's the butterflies. Maybe it's those butterflies? Ooh! Hi. If I find him. Damn it. I was like this close, but unless you actually pass through it. Damn it. Oh, ooh, what are you? There we go. There's a police car. And another memory. Hey, so apparently those are like little memories.
He was working another late night, and my friends were over, saying how bored they were and how they'd come all the way out to my house for nothing. One of them mentioned how that old, ugly beyond belief truck was still in the garage, and how we should take it for a spin. I was only 15, so I kind of fought it for a while. The next thing I knew, we were careening around the mountain path, rocks spitting onto the sides of the cliff, while my dad's cringeworthy bluegrass blared out the speakers. I drove while my friends were in the back of that yellow and purple truck, throwing beer bottles and trash at anything remotely interesting. Felt like I was soaring in the air with
Icarus.
borrowed wings. But all good things have endings. A cop outside of Eagle River pulled us over after he saw us in a bottle rocket into someone's yard. What followed was a long night of talking to disappointed adults and feeling smaller than ever.
Sorry, but you kind of deserve that one. You launched a bottle rocket and some. Like, I did stupid stuff as a teen, but I never did destructive things. And I'm sorry. That, to me, when you hit the point of destructive, that's when I have issue. Oh, more shiny thing. 34, so not like horrible. I'm the waterfall. Neat. Up to 38 of those little thingamajigs, too. Take that. Whoa, careful. Careful where you step. There's one up there. Hello, butterflies. I'll give. That's pretty. That was 1999. Oh. I was in 6th grade. I was in 6th grade. I can get the little one, but I don't think I can get the other ones. Yeah. Oh, I gotta collect 3 butterflies to jump up there. Okay. Well. Time to hunt down butterflies. So it looks like there's one there, and I can probably get to that one without jumping. I don't think I can get to all of them without jumping, so. I see a shiny thing. I'm gonna get the shiny things before, like, I do other stuff. Just because it makes my life easier. Shiny, shiny, shiny. Look at the shiny. Come at it from the other side. There we go. I just want to see something. I'll go recollect it. Hey look, it's the truck you crashed. Not crashed, but like, got in trouble for using. There's a memory somewhere around here. I'll go locate, but it's, oh, yeah, it's over there. But I want to get that shiny thing in front of us first. Go, Fox, go! Yeah, I need to double jump. Come on. Special purple butterflies that make me able to jump, like super jump.
After he drove me home from the police station, I blew up at him, saying how I never wanted to be like him, how I was going to be someone and leave that hick icebox for good. He just looked forward at the road with tired eyes. I took out that bluegrass tape from the cassette deck and chucked it out the window. In my sage teenage wisdom, I thought I proved the ultimate point, but my dad had a different idea. He slammed the brakes, slowly bowed his head while gripping the steering wheel, and finally looked at me. All he said, like it was a polite request, was, "Make this right." I sat there in silence, fuming, but I eventually got out and combed every square inch of the woods, muttering profanity after profanity. I found it 30 minutes later, near a small waterfall off the road. I went back to the truck, put the wet tape back in, and sure enough it worked. We didn't speak another word to each other the rest of the night.
Wow, I knew you were a crazy teenager, but...
It's hard to believe, isn't it? It surprises me too. It's like I didn't really know who that kid was back then. I bet my dad thought the same thing over and over. It's almost like he was saying, "Make this right," to himself, more than to me.
Accidentally jumped. Because you gotta jump to collect the high up one. So the guys on the ground are the ones you do last. Damn. That's fine, I can probably still get him as long as I jump right. Yep. Alright. I have to figure it out. Oh wait, actually if I go run up the rock and drop down, that worked last time. Ha! And then we will have the 3! Look at all these butterflies just slowly going around the box. It's okay. It's really neat, honestly. It's a cool mechanic.
My friends would laugh about that night and talk about how crazy it was. And I laughed along, pretending it didn't bother me. But it did. I imagined my friends growing old in the bush, unable to find that thrill in those godforsaken ice fields. It's like those mountains were a literal wall, keeping me from leaving, where all I would have to look forward to are lumber yards and evening beers. I had to climb over. That was my only goal for a long time.
I've almost got 50. That's pretty good.
If there was some way I could take my love of drawing and turn it into a way of escape, nothing would make me happier. I wanted to create instead of tearing trees down. I wanted to move to the lower 48, not because I hated it there in Alaska, but I hated the idea of it. It's like all of that spite inside me had created this monster which followed me around my whole teenage years. I put so much energy into doing what others didn't expect of me. Why did I do that?
There's one fact you're forgetting, though. If you didn't have that fire in you, we probably would have never met.
You're absolutely right. Maybe the destination is all that matters in the end. But then why am I awake? Why am I seeing this fox go on her journey? And why can't I stop thinking about my dad?
One thing I have learned, explore all the spaces. Explore everywhere. Damn it. I was trying to explore. I wasn't finished exploring. I have collected over 50 stars. Like I said, I've never played this game before, so all the achievements, they're all dinging because they're new. They didn't want me to climb. They wouldn't have made it so obviously steps. Just saying. Didn't want me to climb. They wouldn't have made steps because there's stars up there. Okay. Don't know what that was, but I'm here for collecting strange things. Hello again. Another camp. There's a little memory shard thing. It looks to be a slightly crushed house. We'll check you in a second. There's just so many spaces to explore. Yep.
On our property, there were old abandoned pieces of a shed and car long left unused. I used to ask him all the time who those people were that left all this junk, and I'm sure he got so tired of hearing it that he made up some elaborate stories how a brown bear ate them and haunted the woods afterwards. What's funny is I think it made those people seem more real. Growing up thinking they were still hanging out like they couldn't say goodbye. I used to tell my friends how I could swear I saw spirits move near the water, and that always freaked them out. I guess it didn't bother me, because the way I saw it, they were normal people with old cars and sheds, just trying to figure out how to survive and be happy in the middle of nowhere. It was a cool thought that they didn't want to leave, but you know, I was a weird kid.
Well, you had good company since those ghosts like living in a place where they were brutally devoured.
That is an excellent one. No, it's fine. You know, they apparently liked the place that they were, eaten by a brown bear. Yeah. Totally normal, rational behavior. Ah. Ooh, almost to 60. Heck yeah. Ooh, another shiny thing up there. I do like how it maintains the low perspective. It's very interesting to see this from the lower point of view, because you can't, pull up. Another one of those bow things. Excellent. See, 2 more of them, so... Find your name.
Even at my most distant, at the times when I detested him the most, he kept reaching out. For a year straight, he asked me every week when we were going camping. I thought he was just dense. Eventually, to shut him up, I agreed. We carried out the worn lawn chairs from the garage, and set up a cinder block campfire at the site we'd always used behind the house. We walked down the mountain path, talking in the warm sunshine we only got a couple months of the year. Those 3 obsidian rocks shimmered alongside the shore, almost like sparklers pressed against a dark window. I'll never forget that wet stone on my feet, or how those massive mountains looked even bigger in the lake's reflection. I felt small, but grateful. As the sun set, my dad found something I hadn't seen for a long time. The tree where I'd made my first carving when I was 6. I hadn't even carved it. My dad had helped me, but I still called it my tree. Something about seeing my name there made me open up, and we talked about everything that night in that old camouflage tent. I told him how much I loved sketching and design, and how it would be a dream to study architecture in Seattle. I told him how I didn't get along with my friends much anymore, but that I didn't mind being alone. He told me he was there for me, and he joked that if all he had to do was write my name on a tree to finally get me to talk, he would have left me carved logs with novels on them in front of my room every morning. I don't know why it took me that long to realize it, but it was then I knew how much he had sacrificed for me.
Still need to find that last bowing rock instead of finding some more stars. I don't know if I've been over here. I do know there's a memory shard up there, so I should probably go there. I see a bower now. Do my best. I am not the most perceptive most of the time. Was stick laying on its side over in the corner. It's a boat. It's a fishing boat. Fair enough. I think I should have been here. Yeah, I think this is kind of like close to where I started, and I just kind of picked a direction and walked it. You know. As one does.
My dad built a lot of stuff in his free time. If he wasn't watching fly fishing or reading Tom Clancy novels, he was carving something. He made tons of birdhouses. Not that he was into bird watching, but I think he really missed working and adding on to the home. If he couldn't afford the time to build onto our own house, he would have to settle with watching birds move into their little homes. We kept an old mattress in the bed of that ugly yellow truck, so we would drive it deep into the woods and then watch the birds fly into their houses while the sun set. Usually it was accompanied by venison jerky or a cold Coke, but not a lot of talking, which is how we both liked it.
Hello. Headstone in the middle of the woods. Could have sworn I saw something up here. Could have sworn I saw something up here. Oh, is it coming from the tree? It's coming from the tree, okay. Still need to find the last bow stone. I feel like there's an importance to them. spent the next hour looking for a thing. It's in the next section. I cry. Definitely gonna have to play this again. Definitely gonna have to play this again. There's too much to explore. And I know I'm probably missing things. There's just so much. It's gotta be around here somewhere. It's a little interesting and also weird because of animation. What's over here? I see something on the ground. I've probably already checked this out. Because that's my luck. Hello, thing on the ground. Yep. Yep, I've been over there. I hadn't seen the blueprints before, so that's kind of neat. It's actually nice out today. I have to go walk over and I'll take care of my friend's cats, and I am gonna enjoy taking a little walk because it's honestly quite nice out. You know? It's actually very nice out, so hopefully it's nice wherever other people are. Hello, Starbit. I don't miss you. I mean, I'm still finding stuff, just not, like, exactly the stuff it was expecting me to find. I'm finding little stars, not the last bowstone. Alright, well, we went right. Nothing, so let's go straight. Ends to who knows what. It's like way up high too. I think I've already done that one, but how do I get up there? Definitely not this way. So if those are marking the bow stones, I think I've already collected this one. I'll go over this ridge real quick. So if that's marking a bow stone, that helps. I need to get up there though. Love the plant life in the mountains that is not blended well and it's just kind of sitting parallel. Hate the feeling like I have to sneeze, but I'm not gonna sneeze because it just makes your nose feel ridiculous. Yep, I'm pretty sure I've already been up here, but just in case. Yeah, because it's white, not. Yeah, I've been up here. They mark themselves after I find them because that'd be super good. Also, kind of fair, I suppose. Is that a chair? No? No. That's a crib. I have a feeling something happened to his mom. I don't care who you are, everyone has to have at least a biological female parent for the most part. And I don't want to say mom because they're not always going to be your mom, but there has to have been something that happened to this poor soul. I feel like finding the bow stones will help with that. So I just have no idea where the last one would be. And there's no real way to like set a tracker or something. You can't track because they're not really quests. You can't just, you know, track stuff, you just gotta keep searching for it. There's gotta be a bow stone around here somewhere, and that's gotta unlock something, because it says it's a numbered amount, though. One time I wish I had more viewers so that they could help me observe and eventually point out spaces I haven't been yet so I can try and check different areas. Because while I'm not the best at consistently responding to people, I can at least appreciate when they're trying to help. Bow stones or anything like that. There's the blocks. Yeah. Something definitely had to happen to this kid's birth parent. Screw it. I'm pretty sure I've been down here before, but you know what? I need to figure if the bow stone is down here, so it's probably not. What's this over here? I guess this is the easiest way in. I want to explore over here real quick. That's 72 of those. I might actually be able to find them all. Okay, so that's another way in. Doesn't seem to really go anywhere except to this, which is not the path I need. Ah! Shiny! Shiny, 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 shiny! See, this is why you always check everywhere, because I would have missed that. I would have gone up that way and completely missed this one, and I would have been sad. They found the bow stone. Perfect. Activate all the obsidian rocks and unlock the way. That's an achievement I just got. I mean, yes, it's the space I was in before because, again, those routes made the most sense. Now to get out of here from the big rocks. What is it? I'm like, I thought I took this way. Yep, just gotta keep going round and round and round, and then there you go. You'll find your way out. There's someone on the other side of the hill. You're not the thing I was looking for. You're further out. Boombox. You're one I didn't notice before. Shiny something. No trespassers. Got it. I'm just gonna stand on your side because I'm a fox and I do what I want to do. Fox. Yep.
We were happiest underneath the evergreens. We decided it was time to finally map out the hundreds of acres we lived on just to pass the time during the summer. He was only free in the evenings, so I would spend the day wasting time on dial-up internet and sketching, and then we would rush into the woods, pen and map in hand, before evening fell. Sometimes, the aurora borealis would cast a cold green glow on the mountainside, and we would finish our route underneath a twilight sky. Sometimes I was lonely during those summer days, but there was comfort in the routine.
That's
A
fair.
lot of teenagers aren't looking for the daily grind, though. There's nothing wrong with wanting to get out, to leave your childhood home. You wanted to progress, to make something of yourself.
Yeah, you're right. That house. I'm sure it's the same as how I left it. Then why does it feel so different?
I doubt you're the only adult to have looked back and asked that question.
Like it's on some other planet. Yeah. Let's go find that tree, which is up over the hill. This is why you search everywhere. Tree runs to the left. Yep. Knew it. Cleared out those branches so we can keep going.
The perpetrator stood nearby, unfazed, like nothing was wrong. My dad is dead, and he's never coming back, Rachel. I can tell you these stories, but I can never reminisce with him again. He can never hold a grandchild that we'll probably never be able to have. I can never talk to him again, and I'll never be able to say I'm sorry for everything.
Well, that is like, break your heart. gonna be such a sad game. Slowly. The little hand mannerisms. You can say certain things. Certain attitudes on life. Stupid disagreements that get way up. You both. The moment you stop talking, start realizing that maybe Lilo and Stitch had an idea. Little and broken, but still good. Still good. Come on, you don't want anyone to ever make you feel broken again. You also miss so many things. I really didn't think this was gonna be such a sad game. I really didn't. You know? I did not actually, think this was gonna be such a sad game. I've never played it before, so...
I need to go to bed. I just can't talk about this anymore. Good night.
There's a line from a Mumford and Sons song. There's a line from a lot of songs that really resonate when you're being hit with grief, but one from Mumford and Sons that really gets you, that this honestly kind of weirdly represents, as empty as the valley of your heart. And there's also one from the song Stick Season. I can't remember the artist, but the song is called Stick Season, and it's the chorus, and it basically goes, and I love Vermont, but it's the season of the sticks, and I saw your mom, but she forgot that I existed, and it's half my fault because I like to play the victim, and I'll drink alcohol till my friends come home for Christmas. But there's a line in it that's, every night because otherwise it will just bug me, because I know there it is. And I'll dream each night of some version of you that I might not have, but I did not lose. And I think that's the one that really sits with you. Well, I guess I discovered everything on the map. But yeah, that line, when you've got real grief sitting on your chest, really just eats at you.
Joseph, you can't go to sleep feeling like this. I'm sorry for everything, and I know you need space, but I'm here for you. You don't need to feel so lost. Joseph, have I ever told you what my mother was like?
Man, I dream each night. Dreaming each night of some version of you that I might not have had, but I did not lose. If you've never seen Black Sky, by the way, they did a good job. And if you've never seen Black Sky, then I implore you to find a place where you can see true black sky. No light pollution. Just miles. Stars.
You know what it's like not to have a mom at home. And you know how hard that made my childhood. What helped me was watching the birds in the morning before the school bus came. I thought that my mother was one of those birds, and it made me want to be free like her. My mom taught me how to fold origami cranes while she was in the hospital. So I told myself I would fold one every day until I could fly myself.
Her mom died. And we don't know anything about his, but we do know his father was dead. This is all the information. Oh, and this poor fox is lost. She ever should.
I think we both have always loved animals, and for me that love started with a dog. Sometimes this Rottweiler would come up to our property line and wait at the fence for me, but only once in a while. I was sure to check every day immediately after school, and it usually ended in disappointment. I would even steal money from my passed-out dad just so I could buy these off-brand dog biscuits. Even when she did stop by, she never went beyond the fence. Why was she so scared?
Lots of people are, lots of things are. I like the representation of deer here. It's very good.
I think my dad was the opposite of your dad in almost every way, except he was in the military as well. He coped with alcohol of every kind. The trailer started falling apart, he got angry, and I withdrew. More and more I became the weird, quiet kid who made lots of origami birds and carried dog biscuits around. I think we were pretty similar when it came to being the weird kids. And that same sincerity in college was one of the reasons I was so drawn to you.
I think people who have broken homes in a way, or broken hearts, find each other. I have a friend. She is my absolute best friend. We're gonna label her Pastor R for this, names and all that. I've known her since we were both like 14, 15, and she doesn't know it, but she is probably one of the reasons I am still breathing today. Because of her kindness. Because of my home life.
Life got worse and worse. And at one point, I really didn't think I could survive another day with my soul still intact. I had no real friends, let alone neighbors, since we lived in the middle of nowhere. I should have talked to my teacher, but I was scared what he would do if he found out. As I waited for the school bus one morning, I walked around until I found something in an abandoned shed. Something I can't put into words.
And then I met some of my wonderful friends, including a Mr. B that I literally collided into. We'll call him Jack. I literally collided into him when I was 19. We've been friends ever since.
I summoned courage I didn't know I had, and I broke into my dad's room and found the key to the shed where he had locked my bike. I'll never forget that feeling. The wind rushing by my ears as the sun rose over fields of wheat. I was flying for the first time. I biked as far as my legs could take me until I found a house that felt friendly, and that felt like home. Those strangers helped me in so many ways. And if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have found my foster family. And if it wasn't for my parents, I wouldn't have met you.
Alcoholic dad, yeah. It makes sense that there would be a point where, if necessary, CPS would step in, and you don't want to think about that, but it's a hard reality of life. Leave the island.
You have strength, Joseph, and you're not as alone as you think.
It's all just so pointless. Just waiting for life to happen. It's like having the home I always wanted is cursed out of my reach. The thought of being a parent myself. How could I do that when I couldn't even be a good son? I'm sorry. I know what you're saying. I just don't know how things will work out. These quiet hours will turn into years, and we'll wonder which roads passed us by.
Then we'll forge a new road together. Besides, I discovered for myself that one fateful morning where any hopeful road leads to. There may be thorns and mist, but it always leads to the same thing.
And what's that?
Something better.
Family.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that you're part of my family, Rachel.
And I'm glad you're part of mine.
Can be so profoundly wonderful for one's soul. If I hadn't found Jennick and Pastor and Hound and a few other people, I don't want to think about the things that would have happened. Because one can never go back. One should always be looking forward. But damn, for you to feel the sun when you've been shoved in home. It's been dark for so long. Tiny steps will still get you. I suppose that's right. Tiny steps. There's deer in the pond. I love it. Look at them. I'll be over to you in a sec. I gotta finish exploring, but also deer. Man. You know. What are you? Looks like a broken TV and a couch. Yep. There's always more stuff to sniff. Oh hey, the military flag's up this time. I don't like that. No thank you. I'm gonna go over this way. Far away from Dad. Foxes and pew-pews do not mix. Pew-pews and lots of things do not mix. No thank you. Ooh, I collected at least 100 stars. Yeah. I have honestly no idea exactly how many there are, but I'm just gonna keep collecting them. You know? Get myself a few little achievements. That'll be nice. And yeah, I am technically sprinting, so like, I'm not trying to go super slow. Just, you know, fox. I can run so fast. Run along the edge of the water. This is something I actually enjoy doing in real life, is just walking, or when I was younger, running. Definitely not running these days. My joints hate me for it. I'm gonna get back to like the original path it tried to show me on before. I was all like, ooh, shiny, and went way off in a corner. Finding little stars. Because over here, there was a it's over here. Yep, there it is. You can kind of see where the path is supposed to be. See? Right here. Or at least a little bit of a clearer space on the lake. And then I'm all just like, nah, I'm just gonna book it this way. Go check out what's on this side. Oh yeah, when I was younger, I used to love hiking. And climbing rocks and trees and huge climber when I was younger. Maybe that's why I'm not afraid of heights. Probably why I'm not afraid of heights. I know people who are. Just, I try to be empathetic, but part of me also wants to go sit. So I can empathize that a fear is irrational and that people have understandable reasons for not liking something, i.e. heights, as I too have fears, but I can't conceptually wrap my mind around being afraid of being up high, because I'm not. So most I can do is empathize with individuals who definitely are afraid of heights. Me personally, I'm not a heights person. I am a needles person. I don't like needles. Like, at all. Mine comes from a basis of rationality due to being a medical patient my entire life, so it makes you just not like certain things, you know? I'm not a huge fan of hospitals either, for the same reason. Which many people at least find fair, which is why I try and empathize with people who are just afraid of heights. Oh, look at all the deer. Can't do anything with the deer. You can just exist near them. Fine, I'll climb the hill. Like, it's definitely a very straightforward narrative story of the game, but it feels a little more open world since there is areas beyond just the path to explore. You can go off on the sides and find little Easter eggs and cool stuff, and you know, there is more than just the one straight line. It's not railroading you, which is nice. And I like all the little, you know, memories you gotta find. You gotta find stuff. You can't just stick to the path. That's the nice way to put it. Goodbye, dear. Enjoy your ballad. I apparently have mountains to climb. It's also amazing. And it's so much better than, you know, sodas. I will admit I have a small cookie over here for after my stream, but that's more because if I sit for a decent amount of time and then I get up, I get lightheaded if I don't have something to, you know, help course correct my blood sugar. So next, pop up some rocks. I know I don't always have to use the double jump, but like, I like the double jump. There's anything on either side. Nope, just a tree and a rock. Which, still neat, but, you know. I don't want to fall down for a tree and rock. Looks like there might be stuff to explore here. So, let's start there. Shall we? Ah, no, it's the end of the little page thingy. Okay.
The fox knew her last cub would be waiting for her at the first tree. She was almost there. The rain cascaded onto the jade valley where the entrance to the tree was. Life was protected there, because that's where life began.
Damn it.
It was now only a mother and a daughter left. Items from my life still dotted the ground as she moved closer to her destination and destiny.
Damn it. I gotta figure out a way up there. There's a shiny and I missed it! Damn it. Mad at myself. God. I don't think there's a way up there. Now I'm mad. I missed one. And I know I did and I can see it. And I can't, like, reload a page, so I just gotta keep... I'm just mad at myself. Oh well. Just means I gotta play it through again, you know? I wonder how many little star bits there are. It's probably on the start page, I'd have to check.
the end of high school, I felt something I hadn't felt in a long time. Drive. I looked into the best architecture schools on the West Coast and got a dose of reality when looking at other students' portfolios and the high cost of tuition. I still wanted to be something, to be the next Alvaro Siza, and to make those thousands of sketches worth something in my grand history. But now even an internship sounds impossible. Siza helped me understand how essential emotion is in architecture, and he also said light is the real composer of space. I like to think these glints of light, like not finding a job or even a strange dream about a fox, are something I should be thankful for, even if the illuminated space is something I'm less than comfortable with.
Where's the spot I dug? I'm tall. So this is like me with Skyrim, except with horses. What are you doing? Oh, just scaling a mountain. Oh, you didn't switch back? No, I'm just taking horse straight. Horse will figure it out. I looked in the valley. I didn't see nothing. I checked, like, the whole valley. Some pretty blue flowers. And they're like reddish yellow ones too. Feel the flowers. All different colors and styles. Yeet. Another memory thing. Another memory thing. Yay. Nothing else, I'm having fun. You know, that's the key. It's to have fun.
My dad was super supportive with my college plans. To a point. Things were okay until this terrible accident happened. I guess a forklift flipped over due to a bad axle, and it crushed one of the workers there. My dad didn't eat for days, even though he wasn't directly involved. It devastated him. Not only did it hurt the business, but it just freaked him out.
Okay.
He would talk in his sleep, muttering things about firing people and saying sorry. One fateful day he approached me, said that since my school search wasn't going well, I should finally be a man and take over the family business. He said one day he was going to die, and that all of his work, sacrifice, and even that man's life would be wasted in vain. I just lost it. Teenage me just exploded at the thought. I screwed up. I said things I shouldn't have. He was having a crisis, and I pretty much spit in his face.
But you were also a kid. You can't blame yourself. Like, I'm sorry, but 18 isn't old enough to be able to, like, you can kind of understand complex emotions, but it's definitely not old enough to be truly cognizant of their meaning. It really isn't. Like, developmentally, you don't get that kind of thinking until your mid-20s. Like, if he was a teenager, that's pre-19, and considering the brain continues developing throughout your life, but in regards to, you know, emotional development like that, until at least you're 25, neither side handled it. And I'll say that. He shouldn't have yelled. His dad couldn't have demanded. to that spot from before if I climbed at the edge of the mountain like a crazy person, like I do with Skyrim horses? Can I climb via Skyrim horse mechanics? Oh. Where am I? I think I'm above the stuff. Skyrim horse mechanics. Damn. There is only so far you can go. Well, Skyrim horse mechanics. That's an ambulance, though. Wonder what it's doing there. Me eating a fox around with Skyrim horse mechanics. It's fine. Oh, there's shinies over there. Let's go find them. Go collect the shinies. Oh, there's more here too. Excellent. Nice. I just kind of want to see how many I can get. That's a dead forklift, yeah. Unfortunately, that is one of the liabilities of that kind of, you know, business, is machinery. I've never had a forklift fall on me. I have had a snowmobile flip over on me. I was 9, I want to say, and people weren't paying attention, and yeah. Someone, you know, some drunk idiot in the 90s decided that, you know, yeah, sure, we're gonna let the 9-year-old who's never driven a snowmobile drive a snowmobile all by themselves. It did not end well.
Was that the last time you talked to him?
No, I called on holidays, and he would call on my
all
birthday.
main items in the game.
I guess we acted like nothing ever happened, which was stupid. Didn't want to ask about his lumberyard, and I'm sure he didn't want to ask about my job search. I never went back and visited. I think the last conversation we had was about what movies we had seen and what exactly a best boy is in the credits. I thought he would be here so much longer.
$125. I'll go that way further later, but I want to double back and make sure that I haven't missed anything in the main valley, especially because that's a house over there I haven't checked out. And I feel like that's going to be important, especially because I just found the last main item in the game, so, and got a fancy achievement for it, so I kind of want to go check out the house first. Raspberry water mixins, how do I love you? Guess you're tasty. Oop. Go, little foxy legs. Run with your little foxy legs. Big stacks of wood. Yep, the old lumber mill. Pretty sure I can get up there. Let me go check. Hello, lumber equipment. I both don't mind lumberjacks, and I do disagree with certain things and certain practices. I do not mind the lumberjack ethically sources their materials, i.e. replants after they've taken, only take growth of a certain age, basically, over a certain age or, or similar, I do not approve of clear cutting. Ever. Clear cutting is... Damn, I can't actually go up there. See, it won't let me. But I got close. Sparkle. Sparkle. Get yourself off a mountainside. That's the most brilliant idea. Whoop. So I missed a few sparkles, it looks like. I definitely missed a few, stars on, like that one on the mountain. I'm still a little salty about, but nothing I can do about that. I haven't been up here yet. I'm gonna check out up here, and then I'm probably gonna go back to that other side. Ooh, another house. I haven't been up. Look at this. See, this is why you explore. This is why you explore. Yeah, see, look at this. A whole bunch of little stars. House. The roof is just interesting. It's the nicest way I can put it. Over the river and through the woods. Shiny star. Hospital bed. Yep. Get well soon. I was asked earlier today if I hated my dad or really much of anyone, and sitting here and answering honestly, I don't hate my dad for him. I hate him for being God. Because you always lie to yourself. Think you've got all the time in the world. And I was estranged for 6 years and I miss him more. And I've been conscious about his existence more since he passed away. And I had in almost 6 years. And I don't know if that's sad or smart for my heart or something. But he was stubborn. Damn it. I feel like I should be pointing forward and I'm not.
In the distance, the first tree illuminated the wasteland. She couldn't go home anymore. She did the only thing she was capable of. Moving forward. My dad died alone in the middle of the wilderness. I should have been talking to him more. I should have done a lot of things differently.
If the first tree on Earth brought life with it, if it taught the birds to sing and fly and showed saplings how to grow, what could it do for us?
It's not an incorrect statement. Selective cutting. I'm okay with selective cutting. It's stuff like that. Also, screw that move. Screw that move. Really mean.
There was a letter I received yesterday from a name I didn't recognize, with a quote I can't stop thinking about. Death is not the opposite of life, but a part of it. More and more, I'm realizing one important truth. Each of us have our own journey to the first tree. But sometimes I'm not sure I'm ready to take that first step.
You already have my love.
I moved to realize it. Apparently very cold, very beautiful. I'm not a huge fan of the cold, but I still say that. It's just thousands of acres of wilderness. To just see. There's a few national parks I don't do as much because they're very pretty. Unlike some people, I don't pet the wild animals. Seriously, everything for petting wild animals is a smart idea. Not very bright. Just gonna say that now. Wild animals are wild fawns. I placed myself like perfect in that because I was like right there. First tree wakens and gently asks if there's one last message the fox wants to tell her answer. Oh, for how many stars is how many letters you get. I needed 32. Gotta keep moving.
I guess her journey was over. But I have no idea. It was only a dream. A distraction from tomorrow.
I don't think dreams normally bring back to memory so many important feelings. Maybe it was just a dream, but it was also a gift.
Yeah, I suppose. But tomorrow we're getting on a plane to the last place on Earth I want to be. The only person that would have made the trip worth it is gone.
You're going to see him and be with him one last time before you say goodbye. I have one last quote for you by Emerson, sealed in an imaginary letter from me to you. It is the secret of the world that all things subsist and do not die. but only retire a little from sight and afterward return again. Go to sleep, my love. We have a big day tomorrow, but I'll be there with you every step of the way.
Thank you. Thanks for listening. Good night, Rachel.
Good night, Joseph.
I've done a few Josephs. Most of them go by Joe or Joey, which is interesting. How about we get some positive in this? It may not feel like you're holding it together, but given everything you're facing, you're actually doing a very good job. The bee says so. The bee says so. You have to be. You don't have to be perfect to be lovable. Let's sit that one in our brains, right? Nobody needs to be perfect. 6 months later. Ooh, are we getting more video? I'm gonna guess that's the Rachel. Dead to the world. Can I leave? Oh, that's another window. My issue is my screen is dark, so it's hard to like see. Gonna. There we go. Cool. It's the house. Before I leave that way. Yep. Leave her sleeping on the bed. Double sinks. Nice. Big clawfoot tub too. My screen is so dark. Looks like they moved up there. Where the cold and the quiet. That's fair. The sun gently pulling over the mountains. And pure black sky. What are you doing? I just need to wander in the woods in the middle of the night. In Alaska, you know. Or there might be bears. Oh, hey, it's your tent.
What the hell?
Sprint, dude. again, you're trying to keep up with the fox, and foxes are fairly fast. Big old obsidian rocks on the shore.
What is this?
A lot of people in Scandinavia and a lot of Norse individuals and Norse pagans believe in the first tree. No matter how bad the road traveled gets, you must always keep your head held high and keep moving forward. Yeah. God, she got to go home. I'll give it, the landscape's very pretty. I think I did pretty good. I got quite a few achievements. You're strong, smart, and you've got this. Rainbow Kitty says. And last but not least, thank you for trying again today. I love the fact that you've got the lowercase notes and the message to the bears, like... Are you trying to send messages to bears? And if so... I also love how, you know, everyone at the Void, like... Like I said, it's not a long game. Yep. Would you like to anonymously submit your statement to the first tree to an online motivated base? No. No, thank you. That's for me. Look at that. Actually, I'm gonna check Steam real quick because I kind of want to see what Steam achievements I'm missing while I sit here on the homepage. Alright, so I did not catch a bunny, which apparently you can do. So I unlocked 7 out of 14 achievements, so I got half done. But let's see, I did not collect all 150 stars, so apparently there's 150 stars. There's 5 secret items that I did not find. If you uncover all the secrets, you discover a priceless treasure, so I didn't get that one. Did not find my name in a familiar place. I did not reveal the king of the rabbits. I did not find any secret items, and I did not catch a bunny. But I'm fine. Like, that's actually kind of, neat. Surprisingly, not as many people finished the game as I'd think. But yeah, like, it took me about 3 hours, which I honestly kind of expected, like, total. It definitely was a sadder game than I expected. I'm definitely gonna suggest, if you do not own this game, store page wise, it's a $10 game, so it definitely has a little bit of replayability, but like not. I don't want to argue like you're not gonna play this like a couple dozen times. It's definitely a good game if you can find it in a Humble Bundle. Me personally, I get it, or some kind of like bundle deal, or if it was on sale, definitely. Wow, I did not expect it to be that depressing, or that sad in a way. I did not expect to, be hitting the feels as much as I was. So, thanks, game. Side note, we're going to be continuing on the Norse Gods Gen Challenge. So, literally, with the Norse Gods Gen Challenge, what we have left for the first generation, which is the one we're kind of finishing up, we have to really work on her career. We really need to work on her career, which means we need either the money for one of those research machines, or we need to get to the library one. Really need to, like, once that's done, we'll pretty much be golden. Need to finish baking, but we're like level 9, so we're good on that, so I'm gonna 100% be good with that. We've definitely got a birthday coming up, and we need to kill one of our kids when they become a teen. We can also start working on Gen 2, like starting, getting the horseback riding and fishing up for him, because that allows them to, do things. He's still a child, but when he is a teen, we are going to need to start looking for a high school sweetheart. But honestly, I think maybe one more stream before we finish with the first generation. Maybe two. But if I can get that, skill up, I really need the money for one of those, so I'm definitely gonna have to, I think I'm gonna do an adjusted library too. I'm gonna adjust the library a little bit off stream, and it'll be a fun surprise for everyone. I might do that today, I might do that Wednesday. We'll see where my mental energy is, because this game honestly took a lot more out of me than I thought it would. And it was a very short stream, and I recognize that it's been a very short stream, and I'm not going to be streaming for much longer, but I thank you for coming with me. I think you enjoying the first tree with me, and if you did enjoy the game, please feel free to go check it out. It's available on Steam. It's a very nice little game. I'd wait for a sale, but that's just me personally. And remember to vote for next week's Mindless Monday game. It is in chat, but it is on the Discord as well. The poll is already up, so please have fun with that. Some of the games definitely would be longer than one stream. I can tell you some of them definitely wouldn't, just because I've looked over them before. A short hike probably wouldn't. Assemble with Care probably wouldn't. But like, many of the others would be multiple streams. I know Our Life, Beginning and Always would probably be at least a dozen streams, because there's just so much that you have to get through between, because I have all the DLC too, so. And if we do go for ones that I've played before, like Our Life, additional polls will be made available based on certain things within the game. And those are surprises. You get to find them out later. But I will be hopefully finishing off my first gen. Fingers crossed tomorrow. I really need to adjust a library so that way we can go more. Now that the kids are kids for the most part and not so much like they're at least toddler age, they can kind of do more on their own, which is nice because then you're not constantly having to like keep an eye on them. Additionally, when Lauren, the middle child, the one we're going to kill, such a surprise, I know, once he hits teenagerhood, I'm actually going to make another poll that is going to be the list of all the deaths I can feasibly do with him, and you guys will get to help vote on how he dies. I do note that if there is a tie, I will roll a die. I will just do a random roll. And honestly, if nobody votes, then I'll just do a random roll for all of them. We'll figure it out. So far, there's been a few that have been suggested that I do enjoy. The total list of the ways he can die is, I believe, still available on the Discord. And I encourage you to check it out along with the link to the actual challenge. And if you decide to start trying the challenge and decide to play the challenge, please feel free to tag me in things in your streams or to mention me because I am the one who created it. Tag yourself on the Discord if you're going to stream it. Sorry, suddenly my eye. But, please feel free to use it as long as you credit me because I'm the one who made it. Please give me credit. Otherwise, thank you all for joining today. Please remember to like, follow, share, and subscribe. And we'll be back tomorrow with The Sims 4 for a probably most of the rest of the first generation Norse God generation challenge. Trying to finish up Freya and move on to Baldur. We are really going to start doubling down on Baldur learning how to fish and how to horseback ride. We'll figure it out. But yeah, he's only allowed one kid. That's going to be interesting. And as always, thank you for joining us here at Café Con Flora. We greatly appreciate your attendance, and thank you for coming, staying a while, enjoying a drink, maybe a snack, and just having a generally good day with us. I hope the rest of your day is headache-free, and have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day.